Plastic dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings. 8-bit world where power springs. Twitches hum, the chaos sings. Forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Hello and welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. Got a good show lined up for you tonight. We're going to start by taking a look at the games that are going to be coming to the Retro Legends Arcade this week. Got some phenomenal games, including one great shooter, which is, of course, going to be R-Type. We welcome a few friends of the channel. Wingo, good to see you. Sacro, good to see you. Steps Gaming. Steps Turbo Show, sorry. Good to see you. Sacro, welcome to the stream. And we're going to start off by checking out the tables. We're going to play this week the games, the pinball games, and we've got a lot to cover. I will be adding a AtGames 4K Williams pinball, which will be reserved just for 4K players, just for the upcoming few weeks maybe. So let's take a look at the games we'll be playing this week. And here they are. And welcome aboard the AtGames Legends Pinball 4KP, where you'll embark on an epic journey through the cosmos with the crew of the Enterprise. Prepare to engage with thrilling missions, captivating challenges, and the timeless spirit of exploration. Star Trek The Next Generation Pinball has launched. Star Trek The Next Generation is a wide-body pinball game designed by Steve Ritchie and released in November 1993 by Williams Electronics. Star Trek The Next Generation Pinball is now available on the AtGames Legends Pinball 4KP Native Pinball Pack. Pretty awesome. I recommend it. Papa Brad's going to give you some hits and misses on this table. I'm just going to give you the lowdown. Start with the biggest hit. This table is amazing. It's an epic table. It's a deep table with lots of strategy. It's a lot of fun. Has a lot of nostalgia. If you even remotely like Star Trek, especially Star Trek The Next Generation, this is pure nostalgia. And being a nerd that loves Star Trek, I love this. I mean, this brings out all my love for Star Trek. It's fantastic to have this sitting in my home, and I can just play it whenever I want. Okay, so we're taking a look at... let's go this direction. There we go. Let me play with these settings here, see which one I like. There you go, that's pretty good. So Star Trek The Next Generation Pinball is our first table. You can play this on any format. This is an open tournament. You can play it on a Pinball FX VR if you want with the iiRcade. It plays great that way. You can play it on PC, on Steam. You can play it on a console. This is a super fun game. And this is going to be the first table for this week. And we will be having some tables set aside just for 4K players as well. And I'll be talking about that after the video. But the first table for this week, Star Trek The Next Generation. I absolutely love this table. Zen does a great job porting it to all the different platforms. I mean, just play on the platform of your choice. Super fun table. So let's go back to it. So good job with the porting of this table. That's definitely a home run as far as the property. I'm going to talk about a few of the misses. There's still a small amount of flipper lag in it. It's nothing terrible. I mean, this table is incredible. If you're a fan of science fiction or Star Trek, 100% one that you must own. And to me, I know I'm going to keep coming back to this table again and again. The more I play it, the more I like it, which is a good sign. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to Papa Brad's Gaming. And as always, live long and prosper. I'm going to pause it right there. That is the QR code. You just scan that with your phone. You can enter a score. Hey, we got Dark Realm Gaming here. Good to see you, Dark Realm Gaming. What up, Papa Brad Gaming? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. I am having an amazing weekend. I'm off to a good start. We're going to have a guest video from this person that just popped in the chat. He's going to show us how it's done. But, of course, I'm talking about Jabba. Great to see Jabba here. Super late where he's at in the UK. He said, good evening, good morning, dudes. Just had a first go on Star Trek VR. Plays very nice. Absolutely. And that's the thing. With this table, you can play on any format you want. And it's open to all. So everyone enjoy the trek. And let's continue watching. Star Trek The Next Generation Pinball this week is an open table. It's available for players on any platform, including Pinball FX VR, of course. This plays fantastic, especially with the AtGames. It's also, you can play it on consoles. You can play it on Steam using a PC. So this is just an open tournament. There will be tables, specifically Williams tables, which will be reserved only for 4KP players. This is to fill in a small gap for right now where you can't play Zen tables with the AtGames 4KP in a tournament. So I'm just going to provide this as a community service. We'll do it. Okay, and once again, I'm not sure how long that's going to be the case. I did talk to AtGames today, personally, and I put the bug in their ear that they really need to have a Zen option for the 4K players. So hopefully AtGames will set up their own 4K Zen tournament because the Zen tables have been pushed out of Flipper Friends. And that's so that all the different machines can play together. I understand the reasoning for it, and I think it's great. It's definitely more competitive. It's a lot of fun. Everyone can play, but I do love these Zen tables. So, you know, I'm just offering it for now. If you are a AtGames 4KP owner, there is a poll in the chat right now. Please vote on which table you would like for us to play first. There's some great tables in there. I know we've got Elvira and the Party Monsters. We've got Tales of the Arabian Nights, Pinbot, and I can't remember. They're all great tables. Elvira, I know, is in there, but we'll see. We'll see which one wins. The 4 great tables to pick from. And if you're not familiar with this, the way iScore works, you just point your phone at this QR code, and that's where you enter your score. So you play a game on any format you want. Like, for example, if I'm playing on a console, I'd play the game. When my score comes up, my final score, I just take my phone, hit this QR code. It'll take you directly to the leaderboard. You got to take a photograph of your score and then just upload it to iScored. This is the same system real arcades use. Actually, this would be a card that could be on a pinball machine in a real arcade. So, and we just do this every week for fun. You know, if you're playing for blood, if you're playing for, for serious competition, I would recommend using a lockdown leaderboard like the Flipper Friends, where it's completely locked down. But this is for fun. I love playing these tables. We got some great players. show up and play every week, and it really pushes me to get better at these tables. This is a super fun one. We got Mad Ben Han in the chat. Greetings, Papa Brad. Glad you're making tournaments for the 4K players to play the Zen tables. Yeah, once again, I totally put the bug in their ear that they need to consider maybe doing just Zen tournaments, and they were pretty receptive to it. So we'll see what happens. This might be a short-term thing, but I certainly think having tables for the 4K players to play on is definitely not going to hurt. So I'm going to do at least one table each week for the upcoming future. It'll be probably all Williams tables because those are my favorite ones to play. But there we go. Let me continue the video. Mad Ben Han. By the way, I don't know if Mad Ben Han saw the episode, but when they were talking about choosing AtGames Pinball Player of the Year, I chose Mad Ben Han. This guy is fantastic. Just what a great guy. And just a fantastic player, but humble. He does videos. He shows you how to play the games. And, you know, that's what I like. It's all about getting better at these games. Jabba's another one. Jabba, in his channel, he has a bunch of gameplay videos, and he basically shows you how to play the game. And we're going to take a look at one of his videos with one of the very challenging games we're going to be playing this week. Definitely very impressive. Poll live so that the viewers can determine what Williams table we play for the AtGames 4KP this week. The link for that will go up shortly after the stream. Next up, we have Pinball Champ. This is a fantastic Zaccaria table. Really enjoy this one. Has a very 80s feel. You can get up in that top play field. Super fun table. This will be fun to score chase this week. Pinball Champ by Zaccaria. Going to be our second pinball. SSF sounds so good on this. If you were here in person, it really sounds like that ball is rolling around. Really love the sounds in this game. Really reminds me of the Williams pinball games from the early 80s. This kind of Defender-esque sounds of the classic 80s arcade. I mean, that sounds straight out of Defender. Which really, the Defender sounds did come from Pinball and Robotron. Okay, so we're playing a Zaccaria table. That's a super fun game. This game is super addictive. I do love the sounds. Like I said, it really sounds like one of those Williams pinballs. If you've ever played a game like Firepower, or I believe there's another like a time machine based one, but really great sounds on this table. This one's a lot of fun to play. It plays really well. It has a nice flow. Something a little different, something a little more classic, a little bit more gameplay orientated. This is a very fun table to play. And that's Pinball Champ. And this is available on AtGames, or you could play it on Zaccaria Pinball. Last but not least, we have the amazing arcade game R-Type. Let's take a look at a flashback from the iiRcade. We'll talk a little bit about the history of R-Type. The R-Type series is considered to be one of the most important video game franchises of the 1980s. R-Type has been cited as one of the greatest video games ever made. The game has had enduring popularity. Despite the decline of the arcade scene, R-Type remains a sought-after classic, and its influence can be seen in many modern shoot-'em-up games. R-Type began with its 1987 arcade release by iRem, which was an instant success due to its innovative force-pod strategic gameplay and detailed graphics. Quickly became a landmark title in the horizontal shoot-'em-up genre, setting a new standard for difficulty and design. This is one brutal, tough game. That's one of the things that makes it so absolutely amazing and great. Of course, R-Type, the series, has exploded. Numerous sequels and ports to various consoles and platforms, including home computer versions, and 3D era titles like R-Type Delta and R-Type Final. Original release of R-Type was in 1987. Was published and developed by iRem, and it did come out in arcades in 1987. The game is a major success that redefined the horizontal shoot-'em-up genre, which was already popularized by games like Gradius. A signature feature was the detachable force pod, a drone that could be attached to the front or back of a player's ship, or float freely, adding a strategic layer to the combat and defense in the gameplay. Then, of course, there's the wave cannon. The game introduced a charged wave cannon attack, which players can unleash by holding the fire button. So you got charged attacks. Atmosphere and the difficulty of this game, it's dark. It has an unsettling art style. Game's known for its detailed boss designs and demanding pattern-based difficulty. Definitely was a standout title during its time. Game was a commercial and critical success, becoming a top-earning arcade game in Japan in 1987. And of course, R-Type has had a major influence on later games, especially games with the shoot-'em-up genre, the shmup genre. Come drop a score this week in the Retro Legends Arcade's leaderboards. This is a fun game. It'll be interesting to see how high the scores get. We do have some great players. This game will definitely challenge everybody. Of course, the tournament rules are just single quarter play. You just enter the score on your phone, scan this QR code, or click on the link in the description. Take you right to the leaderboards where you can post your score. We look forward to seeing you play. And there you go. Oh, let me get myself back on there. There you go. There was some R-Type. Yes, R-Type was first introduced to us with the TurboGrafx 16. Very cool. Yeah. The first time I really got into R-Type, I'm kind of like Sacro. I really got into it from the iiRcade. This was one of the games they had, one of the arcade games they had. I just really fell in love with it. It's very challenging, but it's a really great game. It's a lot of fun. So I do have a guest video. This is from Jabba's Game Hut. And he's going to show us the first level of R-Type. Now, this is pretty sick. I mean, this game, R-Type really is very heavily reliant on knowing the patterns. You got to know where to move your ship to survive. I have R-Type 2 here on my AtGames Legends Ultimate right now. This is actually the EverCade cartridge is on my big TV. iRem Arcade 1 has R-Type. So that's a cool way to play it. Lots of ways to play it. R-Type's not a super demanding retro game to play. So just join us and play a game this week. Let's check out Jabba's gameplay next. Yeah, that to the stage. Jabba. to pause it for 1 second. One thing I always loved about this game that I thought was always super cool. I don't know if you noticed, but there is like so much tribute to the xenomorph from the Alien movies. Like the xenomorphs are all over this game. I mean, just the art design of R-Type is absolute fire. But especially if you love Alien, the Alien movies, especially like the original Alien, the xenomorph is all over this game. It's really good. Yes. So Dark Realm Gaming has this for his iiRcade. So his Dark Death Rider TV says, great work, Jabba. Jabba's only give us one level. Now, this game is very pattern-based. Like, if you want to get good, you kind of have to know where to get your ship to even survive the levels. So I can understand, like, when we're playing it for a competition, you probably don't want to let everyone watch the paths you have to go through each level because, there's definitely you got to have certain paths that are easier. So let's check it out. Let me get back on stage here. It makes it look easy. It is Oh, yeah, man. Look at Jabba making it look easy. It is not easy. Link in the description of this video. Please go subscribe to Jabba's Game Hut. Fantastic channel. Guy's a gamer. He shows up every week. Drops some sick scores in our tournaments. Really appreciate you, Jabba. Thank you so much for the video. I said, I want a good game to play. He said, what about R-Type? I said, well, it's pretty hard, but I think that's a good game to play for a week. And he said, well, I can make a video. I said, well, that's fantastic. And he made this video just for the show. And I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jabba. Please go drop him a subscribe. He's a fantastic guy. Can't say enough good about him. Just a good guy. So we got Craig 767's new. He says he has this on his Pandora box arcade. Absolutely. You can play on any format. The way iScore works, you just shoot a photo of it with your phone. You can either click on the link in the description or there's QR codes I put up earlier. Hey, we got Biggie D's Arcade here. Great channel. Definitely, if you're into home arcade stuff, Biggie D is great. We got Wingo here. We got Bliss 2121, one of our players that plays every week on Pinball FX VR. So, and that was the, let's see, what is this one here? Next thing I want to take a look at, let's get this out of the way. We're going to take a quick look at Beetlejuice Pinball. Then we're going to talk about adding a game for the 4KP. So let's take a look at Beetlejuice Pinball real quick. You know, I love real world pinball. I play every chance I get. This is a brand new table from Spooky Pinball. I think it looks pretty amazing. We're just going to watch a quick trailer of it. But let me know what you think of this when you see the trailer. I was pretty impressed with it. I really did like the Evil Dead game that Spooky did. And I think this is, looks every bit as good, I think. Looks pretty amazing. Check it out.
You gotta say my name 3 times.
And look at that topper, man. That topper is sick. That is sick.
Yeah!
Beetlejuice.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. Come on a little closer. Step right up. Sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself. Nice model.
Want a cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you.
Trying to cut down myself.
Learn to throw your voice for your red butter party.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah, here I come, baby.
I would rather talk about.
It's showtime.
There he is.
You know why? Because if I tell you, you tell your friends are calling me on the horn all the time. I gotta show up at shopping centers for openings and sign autographs and shit like that, and it makes my life a hell, okay? A living hell.
Well, there you go. Coming soon to an arcade near you or pinball venue, Beetlejuice. Speak from Spooky Pinball. Looks fantastic. Beetlejuice. I haven't seen the second one. I've just seen the original Beetlejuice. I like the original one, but there's a sequel. I didn't even know there's a sequel. That says the arcade he plays at has it on order. You can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Spooky makes a lot of good pinballs, that's for sure. So that was Beetlejuice Pinball, which will be which is just going to be released right now. So brand new pinball game, pretty fun. Anyway, welcome to Retro Legends Arcade. Make sure you vote in our poll. Not that I'm swaying it anyway, but you know, I'm a huge fan of the Elvira. Even though we just played it, I'm so addicted. I'm still super addicted to Party Monsters. I just can't get enough of playing it. We are going to vote for a Williams Zen table to be played exclusively for just the people that have a 4KP. Those will be the scores that will count for the tournament on this one table. Please vote. There's a poll up in the chat. Let me pull up my page so I can see what the choices were. Let's see, where is it? So let's see here what it's looking like. Elvira's hitting 56%. Ooh, it's going all over the place. Now we got people voting. Pinbot's creeping up 23%. We got Theater of Magic, Tales of Arabian Nights, or Elvira. So we got 4 different tables to choose from. It looks like Elvira's in the lead so far. I guess I'll read the AtGames news, then I'll end the poll. I will put up the link immediately after this stream is over. I've set aside time. I will put the link up immediately after, and we'll get it up on the screen for AtGames players to play. And so let me pull up my news. It's going pretty good. Looks like we got a few people voting. Got 13 votes so far. Please vote for the table. Now, if you don't have an AtGames, maybe just vote for your favorite. I'm curious what our chat, what my viewers feel like their favorite table is of this group. But there's a great group. Any of these tables is a win to play. These are all super fun, really excellent games. So there's really no way to lose. So Black Friday deals right now. AtGames Black Friday deal. They have the Black Friday deal running right now. $279 for the AtGames 2TV XR. This thing is a beast. I use it when I play Pinball FX VR. Comes with a dongle so you can play. This is the best price I've ever seen, the $279. And you get to the end of it and you enter the code. And when you enter the code, it drops it to $279. So I actually tested it and it does work. This is the code BF. You click on the link that I put up earlier, and you put in this code and it drops it down to $279.30. And they're saying that even the first people will get a sound. You can get a sound bar too, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I have the sound bar, but the sound bar is a upgrade too. So a little sound bar for it. But I figured I'd share this now. Hopefully they don't run out of them, but it's a good deal. I would highly recommend it. I only support companies of products that I personally play myself. It's something that I really enjoy playing. I love the AtGames. It's really good for VR. Pinball, that's my main thing. And you can also use it for your arcade games. Pretty much, if you have an old computer, you get a memory card, a USB with some coin ops on it or some kind of emulation, and you're rocking and rolling with some excellent arcade gaming. And that is the AtGames deal. I wanted to make sure I put that out there because that is a very good price. That's the lowest price I've seen for an AtGames setup. And they have a lot of things going on too with AtGames. They have a haptic kit that's coming out. I have a prototype one, and I can tell you it's very fun. If you love pinball, it makes Pinball FX VR very immersive. I want to shout out a friend's tournament, Arcade Talk show I did for years with T. McCloskey. We still do our weekly tournament. This is on pretty much any of the pinball effects. So this Pinball FX tournament, you can play on PS4, PS5, Xbox, Steam, Epic Games, AtGames devices. I don't know you'd enter your score though on the scoreboards, but pretty cool. So that's the Champions Pub is what we're playing for the Arcade Talk tournament. I showed my games. Other tournaments that are going on right now, we'll start with it because this show's all about the games. Let me scroll down. I'm missing the chat here. Hold on. I can do this. Hold on one second. Let me put this up on the screen. Oh, it's up on the screen. Okay. Let's see. I need to figure out how to do that. I will have to figure that out, but I'm gonna put it up and then I'll figure out how to change the image. So it says AtGames. I hear you. Yeah. So you got to vote for Elvira. Biggie D ordered the haptics kit. You're going to love it. It's really nice. Yep. There's also going to be for AtGames news. There's going to be a Viper coming. I have a Vipercade right now. I have my iiRcade Gold. I can press a button and it turns into a Viper arcade. So it's kind of like having two arcades in one spot. And that's a trick a lot of operators used to do back in the day. They would take one machine and you hit a button and it would switch to another arcade. Well, the Viper board does that with the iiRcade Gold that I have. So, okay, thank you. Jabba said it'll help me if I need some help with the image. I might need some help, but I'll try to. I have these games already set to go, so I should be able to get the 4K tournament up to like right after the stream. So, and okay, so now let's start talking about other tournaments. Talked about my tournaments that are going on. We talked about Arcade Talk tournament, which is a super long running tournament. Like I said, we never stopped doing tournaments. We started on Arcade Talk and we just kept it running because I enjoy playing every week. And that's the thing. I'm a gamer. I love to play. You'll see me on the leaderboards, and my tournaments are not gatekeeped. Everyone's welcome to play. It's all about just having fun, posting some scores. Now we're going to get into the AtGames tournament news. Flipper Friends now has been changed to where it's no matter what kind of AtGames device you have, everyone's on the same leaderboards. They put this out a while back about unifying the leaderboards. And so no matter what device you have, you can play on the AtGames Flipper Friends each week. It'll be 3 games. But here's the entire Flipper Friends season in one shot. This is every week and every game they'll be playing. So we just got through week 1. Week 2, we'll be moving to Sea of Thieves, Operation Wolf. Let's see, Sea of Thieves, Operation Wolf, and Fox and Socks, Dr. Seuss table. That's what we're playing for this week coming up. I've already dropped scores in those tables, and this will change almost immediately, but, you know, my first run was 2. Now, I usually play once at the beginning of the week. I usually try to play once on Thursday night, but I didn't have time this week, so wasn't able to get my score any higher. But I do enjoy playing the Flipper Friends tournaments. Let me check in with the chat here. Okay. And this is through AtGames. Other AtGames news. They have a sale going on right now, up to 70% off. It's over on the 16th, so that's what, Sunday? So if you want to get those deals on the AtGames tables, scoop them up now. That's the best deals I've seen. I mean, they have the I would recommend, like, if you're at AtGames, I'd recommend the remake tables. They're like $2 and some change for those tables. I'd recommend all the Deluxe Zaccaria tables. I enjoy those a lot. 70% off is a good deal. They have a pre-Black Friday tech sales coming up too. And they're going to have a blowout deal on Black Friday for that. For Cyber Monday, I'll give you a scoop here. They're going to have the micro pinball from AtGames for $320. But wait, they're going to give you the legs. They give you the legs for it, and they're going to give you Dr. Seuss Pack 1. It's going to be $320 shipped. $320 with shipping. That's pretty cheap to get into AtGames Pinball. I do like that. That is a sweet deal. And that'll be a Cyber Monday, Black Friday deal that AtGames is going to run. If you don't know about the games, I did put up a video, the top 10 games you need to get. Tells you what I think the best deals in the sale are. And also, one thing I wanted to remind people that are AtGames players, the Natural History Pack tables are very expensive to buy, but on the sale, they're really dirt cheap. So I did a retrospective video where I looked back to the natural history tables, and now you can get any of them individually, so you can separate them all. So you could pick out whatever tables you want, which it was never that way. I mean, you were getting exoplanets, you know. There was like certain tables in there that I didn't like as much. But now you can just cherry pick, which I think is better in the long run. That's a better way. That's a better system. You just pick the games you want, you know. You don't want to have a bunch of junk. You just want to pick the games you want. Thank you so much. A Flipper Friend schedules suggest no new AtGames originals until at least late January. That might be possible. I would say I'll put the schedule up again. I haven't seen this anywhere, so I'll just put it up. This is every week. I'll pop this off if anyone wants to take a screenshot. Hold on a second. How do you do that? I got to scroll all the way up here. I can't find where's the chat thing. Okay, there you go. There's your clean screenshot. That's all the tables. They do have some AtGames originals in there. They have Baby Shark. Where's the Turtles? Like the Turtles is week 7, so you got to wait all the way to week 7 to play Turtles again. That's a good one. That's a good table from them. So they got a lot going on. Pretty exciting. And I shared the Black Friday deal. That's a pretty sweet deal. Of course, they released their new Turtles Pinball also. That's going to be a Black Friday deal at Sam's. $1,000. That's a lot of virtual pinball for the money. It's a pretty nice machine for the money. Here's the features. I actually bought one, so I do like it. It's a great machine. I replaced my old HD with the Turtles model, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And it's not too bad to repopulate the tables either, because I went with the pinball net And then I just bought the tables that were not on Pinball Net. There's not that many. Basically, the Taito tables, the Dr. Seuss, if you have to have them, they're I just bought everything that was not on Pinball Net. So I think I'll just use Pinball Net on that machine in the future to populate the tables on it. Here's the machines actually in Sam's. Pretty cool to see them on this one has a floor model, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of stores, they just put them out in the box. But really, the AtGames, almost you have to play it to appreciate it. So I think the floor models are good when they have them out. See other AtGames news. And I'm not going to get super deep into the weeds because this doesn't affect most of us. But the other thing that's new with AtGames is they said they're going to release, with a partnership, they're going to release a commercial type machine. And this thing is decked out. It's a Legends Pinball 4KP Premium Deluxe X. And this has basically all the tables on it but Zen. It'll be made out of real wood instead of the MDF or whatever they use. This will be made out of the plywood, the serious arcade wood. And this is a very high-end machine. It's made for someone that has real pinball machines and they want a really sweet virtual pinball, or for possibly like a bar or commercial setup, somewhere where just it's sitting there for people to play. And it's just kind of a neat move they're making. I don't know how successful it will be. Biggie D is $4,500. But you got to remember, Biggie D, it has the SSF kit. It has every game they make, except for Zen. Every game. They're all on there, So, I mean, it is a fully loaded machine. Even the wood is different. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty sweet looking. And I heard they're going to, in the release that I read, it said they're going to make a Turtles one too. And I love the Turtles machine. I like the artwork a lot. It really grew on me. It's so purple. I mean, it's awesome. I think it's a great machine. So I'm glad to have it in my arcade. But I'm happy with the HD. This will have the 4K screen though. So this will be a very high-end AtGames variant of the 4KP. I'm not sure how different the operating system will have to be, but it's definitely the DNA of this comes from the 4KP. And it's a partnership. So pretty exciting. Something different. Let's see what else. That was the week before. Okay, so let's talk about my tournaments next. And let's take a look at the players. I'm going to spin a wheel. Just contact me. I give out a prize each week randomly to people that play. All you got to do is play. Costs nothing to play. You just play the game, upload a screenshot. Could not be easier. So let's check out this week's players in the Retro Legends Arcade Tournament. We got a great question from Biggie D. I'm not going to lie. That Space Invaders would look really sweet next to my iiRcade Gold Space Invaders, because that cabinet is really decked out. I mean, I went all out on that cabinet, and that would look sweet next to that iiRcade Gold. But fortunately, it's just this is outside my realm of possibilities. It's basically, you're looking at, that's not really real pinball money, because new pinballs are expensive. I mean, you spend a lot more than $4,500. If you want something new, you might be able to get like some of the older games, the older pinballs. but like you're definitely not gonna get a new Stern or anything in that category. You might be able to get like a home edition, but you gotta remember, Biggie D, this comes with this SSF kit. It comes with all the games. So, Jabba, I took a screenshot. I might have to go live to the light. We have pressing news. The leaderboards are changing right now. He says, I hope you refresh your screen. So I can't use my picture. I'll have to actually share the screen. Okay, well, I had the wheel up, but I'm going to go to the leaderboards because Jabba said something just changed. I want to make sure I have the most up-to-date information since we're on the show here. So let me switch to that. Let's see. How do I do that? I go to add this to stage. And then I got to switch. What do I do here? No, that's not it. What's happening here? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to figure this out. 1 second. Let's see what I got to do here. I scored there. Go there. Okay, share this one and share this tab instead. Okay, did it come up? It should have came up on the screen. Let me go back to the window in StreamYards. Okay, it's up. It's up. And we got battle going on right now between Jabba and Sacro. By the way, Sacro, I thought no one was going to touch that Nibbler score. That's a sick Nibbler score. I am impressed, brother. That was a really solid score in Nibbler. And he did end up beating me. So, I mean, look, when we look at these leaderboards, Sacro almost got a clean sweep of the leaderboards, which is incredible. So, shout out to Sacro, a hell of a gamer. And Jabba's a great gamer. These guys are wizards. They're arcade addicts. They're arcade junkies like me. They love arcade games. And that's the thing. I just want to play, you know. You're doing a tournament. I just want to play. I want to compete. I love that, you know. Sacro's right, man. It gets hard. Like the Nibbler, it starts off pretty easy, and you cruise through like the first maybe like 5 or 6 screens, and then it starts ramping up. And I really, if you did not watch the last episode of the show, we talked about Man vs. Snake, a free documentary you can watch on Nibbler, the world record. But it's a really fun. It's free too on YouTube. It's completely free, which is really cool. But that's good to hear. Yeah. I thought no one's going to. I was like, no one's going to touch his score, and sure enough. But I think it was, you know, the bad thing if you do that and then the score, like people don't want to play. Like they play a game and they score, they score 8,000, 7,000, 5,000. Then they don't want to enter their score, but enter your score because it doesn't matter which position you end up in towards the wheel spin. It does not matter if you're first or last. You have the same chance. So. Please, it's all about just playing and having fun, And we're going to look at next thing. Let's see. How do I got to go back to I got to switch screens so I can move this. Let me just go over the scores. We went from the biggest participation ever. Look at our Halloween. Our Halloween tournaments were insane. Look at the amount of players. We did all these games. We had Monster Bash. We had Scared Stiff. We had Star God, Magic Castle. I mean, this was like the busiest. This is when went from the most players to the least players, but that's okay. Not everyone. Here's the thing. I show up every week. It doesn't matter if 10 people play, that's awesome. I mean, as long as someone's playing, does not matter to me. I'm just glad, but I'm here, I'm showing up, and I'm putting these leaderboards out there for people to have fun. But look at that. We got Jabba taking Shadow Dancer. Dark Death Rider second. I was third. It's funny. My score is exactly 100,000. What's the chances of that? It's pretty crazy. Team McCloskey played. Thanks for playing. I do love the intermission in that where you're the ninja, you throw the throwing stars. It's pretty awesome. Super Mario Brothers Verse Arcade. Sacro took that. Dark Death Rider in second. Jabba third. Me fourth. Sacro took me out in Nibbler. He said, hold my beer. Creep past me, 40,230. Yeah, my eyes were getting crossed at that point. So, I mean, I know how hard that is. So, massive respect. And then we played World Cup Soccer. We had a pretty good turnout. We had Dan Ridge playing in VR. We had Bliss 2121 played in VR. Thank you so much for playing. I played in VR. Got a really good score. I did. No, actually, I played on my pinball. I played on my AtGames. I don't think I got a chance to play it in VR, but I did get to the World Cup, the final where you where you play against Germany. That's a fantastic game. Ballydern, massive score. Sacro, good score. And Jabba took it all. Look at that score. That's amazing. 5,902,701,400. Respect. That's a great score. I mean, that ought to be a pretty incredible game. Did you get to the World Cup twice, Jabba? Did you get I wonder if you got to the World Cup twice. Let me see. Did I not refresh it? Let me refresh the screen. Make sure I'm reading this right. Refresh it again just to be sure I got everything right. Let's see. So Jabba took World Cup Soccer. He took Shadow Dancer. Okay. Is it right? I just refreshed it again. Hopefully I'm not reading it wrong. Refresh the screen again. Okay, then we had Bliss 2121. I played Ballydern. Sacro and Jabba were battling out at the top at the elite level in the World Cup Soccer. Very fun Williams pinball game. We played some Turtles. I couldn't get a good game. I don't know what was happening. I couldn't get my groove right, but I still almost made. I was at the bottom. Wingo, Ballydern, Ichabod Crane, the 6th score. I think he just got an AtGames pinball, and Sacro took the #1 score in Turtles. And then our new games are up right now. We got R-Type, Pinball Champ, Star Trek, and we have to determine what pinball will add for the AtGames people. So let me go to the poll. So Jabba says to get that. Thank you, Bliss 2121. Thank you so much for playing our tournaments. We're glad you're playing along with us. He said he got to the World Cup 3 times. He lost 1 game, won 1 game, and 8-3. Awesome. So, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, when I get to the World Cup in that game, I just feel like I'm on top of the world. You know, that game's got those great call outs. The same, what's his name? Kitro, the guy that does NBA Jam. He has all the shout outs and stuff, but incredible table. Yeah, but everyone's welcome here at the Retro Legends Arcade. This is the open tournament. It's not locked behind a Discord. Everyone can play. It's for everybody. If you're a gamer, you want to drop a score, here it is. Come join us. Just for fun every week. And let me see what AtGames table I have to add. So we'll take those off. Let me look at the poll. I got to go to my YouTube. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Let's see, and I'll put it up. I'll have to cut and paste it. Boom. What's it doing here? Did it end it? Why is it not showing it? It's like a delay. Let's see. The winner was. Is that Elvira and the Party Monsters? Looks like it won. So. Okay. So it looks like Elvira and the Party Monsters won. What percentage was it? I can't read that. It's too little. Let's see if I can copy and paste it into the chat box. Like that and see what happens. Okay, now I can pull it up on the screen. If I go back to StreamYards, I should be able to pull it up. Okay, boom. So here was the results. 4 key players. What Williams pinball game do you want to play? Elvira and the Party Monsters got 47%. Pinbot second place. Actually a tie between Pinbot and Tales of the Arabian Nights. Theater of Magic number 3rd. Actually, I'm gonna activate that right now. I kind of had a hunch that might win, so let me activate that right now. I had that one ready to go. Let's see settings. Let's see, let me get it up. Line up. I will try to get where it says AtGames on the logo to figure out how to do that, but we'll get that happening. So let's see. Where is it? Go here. Let me see something. It's not showing on the screen. Hold on. How do I share the screen? There it is. Add to stage. Boom. There it is. Just like that, Elvira has arrived. 4KP players only. Fantastic table. Going to be a lot of fantastic game. Going to be fun to play. So there's your lineup. We've got R-Type, Pinball Champ, Star Trek The Next Generation, and Elvira all ready to go for this week. Let me see if I had anything. I think that was pretty much it. That was my news. So unless anyone has something they want to talk about, that's the show for this week. I'll see you on the leaderboards. Thanks for playing. Oh, I got to do the wheel. Hold on. I got the wheel ready to go. Got to do the wheel. How do I get the wheel? Wheel, do this one. Okay, there it is. Boom. Pull it up. Okay, let me make sure it's visible. There we go. Hey, Biggie D. Yeah, I'm struggling. I've had a cold though. I've been struggling with the cold. I just can't seem to sinuses or something. I can't seem to shake it. But my voice is getting rougher and rougher sounding. So, but I'm here. I'm showing up every week, because I like these games. It's important to me that I want to be consistent. Okay. So it's everyone that played this week. Good luck. Jabba, Sacro, Ichabod Crane, Bally Durham, Wingo, Bliss 2121, Dan Ridge, Team McCloskey, me, Dark Death Rider TV, and let's spin. Good luck, family. And the winner's Sacro. I know Sacro is one of mine. Congratulations, Sacro. Did not go to a better guy. I'm pretty sure you have me on Discord, so just reach out to me on Discord, and we'll work out a prize for you for playing. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let me go back to the StreamYards. How do I get this off? Let's see. Remove that now. Yes, Sacro is the winner. I don't know if it's that. I don't know. I swear, I think I have allergies or something. I just keep getting sick. And I never give my voice a rest. I'm always talking. I wake up, I'm talking from all day long, and but I do love it. I love it. Being a teacher, there's nothing more rewarding that you could do in life. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate everyone that participates in these tournaments. Let's play some games. Let's have some fun. And I just want to put this out there too. I don't mind if people want to do tournaments. I say the more the merrier. You want to do an iScore tournament, as long as you're not gatekeeping it and you're locking people out that just want to play and have fun, I'm all for it. The more the better. The more pinball, the more arcade stuff, the more things for the people that are gamers that like playing these games, I'm for it. So don't ever think you can't do a tournament because I do one. I mean, the more the better. That's the way I feel about it. If I had a good arcade near me, I would be in a pinball league 1000%, and I'd be playing. Just because of where I live, there's no place close. So, and I'm grateful to companies like AtGames that give us this, or a lot of other ways too, X-Arcade, but we have a lot of ways to play pinball right in our homes now. That's incredible. It's nothing is really the same as playing on a real pinball machine. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing these tournaments. So, but thanks everyone. With that, I'm going to roll us out of here. Everyone have a great weekend, and let's play some games. And thank you for playing to the gamers.
Well, Papa Brad's a gaming, he's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retrogaming, the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.